Let's rock. Now that's some rock. Oh, okay. Alright, so let that music through you. Hey, how are you guys doing? Welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan Sartoris. It feels so good to be back with you today. And hey, how are you guys doing? How are you? How are you? That's how I open the show every time. I say, hey, how are you guys doing? Knowing full well you guys are not going to respond, knowing you're not going to say anything back to me. It's more of a, it's perfunctory. It's a common courtesy. It's something I just got to do. How much I care or not, I do care. I just know that you're not going to say anything back to me. I'm not going to get any return on my investment, my freaking gentleman's investment. I'm not getting any return. I'm investing. It's stocks. It's the human stock trade. But I'm not getting anything back in it. And so write me, send me an email. I don't care. Dude, I want to know how you guys doing. How are you doing? How you doing? Speaking of that, dude, I've been thinking a lot recently about my greetings, right? Your greetings. How do you approach somebody and say, hey, how you doing, right? My dad has a very signature one where he'll go up to people and say, hey, what's happening? What's happening? That's my dad's thing. What's happening? Now, he didn't, make it up. He didn't create it, but it's unique. It's got its own special flavor, right? And I don't want to just be like a hello or a how are you doing kind of guy. And that's kind of how I approach things a lot of the time. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? How you doing? What's up? How you doing? And I kind of, I gotta mix it up. I gotta get a new flavor, a new special uniqueness about how I'm introducing myself. Because it's important, right? Think about how you greet somebody. That's the very first introduction, the first words they hear when you meet them. If it's for the first meeting, I guess. But even with reoccurring characters in your show, like family members or whatever, you see them, hey, how you doing? What's up? But I want to have some nice, something unique. I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know if it's, I don't want to be a hey or a hello or a how are you doing? And I kind of give it a little bit of a southern twist, and it kind of gives its own little flair, but I'm looking to change it up just a little bit. Crap, I can't stop that now. But I gotta have a nice greeting. Maybe I'm thinking about just saying greetings, because how often do people say that? It's not like a season's greetings from Tristan. And maybe I'll just pay somebody to walk in, and he'll bust in, a bunch of birds and doves fly, and he'll stroll in, and there's leaves, and he's like, whew, and he just opens up a Hallmark card. Greetings from Tristan. And I'm like, hey, I did that. You're welcome. Hey, how you doing? Crap! But, you got to think about that. You got to think about how you're approaching people, There's a lot of different ways to do it. And I respect people that have a nice, unique way to do that, Oh, what's happening from my dad? Or a friend of ours from church, he says good morning all the time, no matter what time it is, right? One time he sent me a text, it was 6 p.m. He said, good morning, because he said it's just more friendly than a good afternoon or a good evening. Good morning is just so, hey, good morning, hey, good morning. And I respect the crap out of that, okay? Because that guy, he's living by his own rules, okay? He makes his own choices. And that's kind of what sparked this whole thing. I was like, dang, I need something like that. Do I give a greeting? I can't just do a hey or how you doing. I'm thinking maybe a salutations. Hello. What it do? What it do, guys? What it do? What's up? What's happening? That's my dad's. Can't use that. A lot of people will approach the sup. And that, honestly, it's unique, but it just feels lazy. Sup, cuz. Sup, what up? But I just need that. I don't know. I don't know what I could do differently to really say hey. Maybe just a loud hi, hello, or welcome. Maybe just welcome to my presence, welcome to my aura, welcome. Hey, welcome. How it's super sounds douchey in a way. Actually, wow, welcome to my dungeon. I was looking for a different word or zone or whatever. But if you're freaking taking someone down to a chamber or whatever, then hey, you say welcome to my dungeon. But I need something like that. And if anybody has any good ideas, let me know, because I haven't cracked the code. I brought it up here because that's where my mind's at right now. I'm trying to figure out who I am in the greeting world. What else has been going on? Oh, dude. Here, we gotta address this real quick right off the bat. I mean, this isn't exactly off the bat. We're 5 minutes into the show, but the bat. Ting! Want to start a life field. I mentioned on the last episode how I went to the barber for the first time, right? And you can see my haircut right now, and I'm sure you guys are all writing in all your compliments. Thank you, so sweet. But you don't got to do that. Save all your stuff to like after the show. But yeah, so I went to a barber, a hair salon, a place that got my hair cut for the first time in I don't even know, God knows how long. Flip through the freaking books, the pages of time. I don't even know if God does have that in his book. He's like, Tristan got a haircut? When? And we don't even know when. But I went to go get a haircut, and part of my inexperience with these masters of the shears is that I didn't know you're supposed to tip people. I didn't know to tip people, so I was talking about what I thought like a fool. I looked back in this podcast, because like, yeah, dude, dropped a free thing, and she was all nice. She's like, okay, that's it? We're not... And I was like, hey, cool, thanks. And I left, and I didn't tip him. So I'm sorry, and I didn't know. I feel so bad. So next time I go to get a haircut, I'm going to go to the same lady. Next time I go back there, I'm gonna freaking give her twice the amount of tip. And I'm going to bring another coupon maybe, and I'll still tip them. So I don't really know what like 30 or 40% of free is. It's, I guess, whatever that is. I get it. So, free. But no, I do need I need to right my freaking wrongs. And yeah, so thank you to my mom for pointing that out. She's like, "Whoa, did you tip that person?" I was like, "No, why would I had a coupon. Why would I tip somebody? I'm free." I didn't know you're supposed to tip. And it was unfortunate, and it just freaking, yeah, I got hit. I was blindsided, hit with a ton of bricks. Which is dumb. You get hit with a ton of bricks? Dude, it hit me like a ton of bricks. Here's the thing, dude. Someone wakes me up with a one brick, a single solitary brick. It's going to get my attention. Nobody just eats the brick, and it's like, oh, dude, didn't even notice. Didn't faze me. You got hit with a ton of bricks. Hit me like a ton of bricks. You're dead. You need like maybe a half ton, just a quarter, a baker's dozen of bricks, maybe a little bit of mortar, whatever your deal is, just to get your attention. Be like, oh, crap, I feel bad. That's kind of what my mom hit me with, a baker's dozen of bricks. So I'm leaving bruised, injured. I'm not dead, but I'm woken up and I'm realizing that I got to correct some things in my life. So next time I go there, mega tip, blasted, amazing tip. Yeah, so that'll be nice. And if there's anything else like that I don't know of, that I'm not aware of, like I'm just like speaking out into the ethos, the world. I'm just speaking out into the world, and I don't, a lot of crap. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Let's move this mic over here just so we can see the straight line of green I'm displaying here today. But yeah, if there's anything else like that, just file it under, send me an email at fullcircus.oops.com or oops@fullcircus.com. We haven't really figured it out. It was a lot of mistakes, coincidentally. Oops. So please do that, and we can progress as humans and as people. So when I say, how are you doing? Well, we don't have an email for that yet, but if I mess up, feel free to tell me. What's been going on, dude? I was just looking at this green, and I'm thinking maybe I should have used another orange because it's September, dude! Sorry if I just blew your ears out, but it is fall. It is autumn, guys. It is, well, not technically. We still got like 20 days. But it's fall. Something about it. As soon as the clock hits September, everything in my life, in my soul, just gravitates towards pumpkins and dead leaves and dead branches and like old fences and decaying. But no, I just get so excited. I get so excited when like everything just feels alive. The air is beginning to cool down, the different smells and the candles. You look in the grocery stores and all these beautiful pumpkin displays, like the Reese's Cups comes out, but they got like a pumpkin on the front cover now. This freaking thing inside doesn't change at all, but the wrapper, people put a little effort into their design and stuff, and it just feels a little bit more seasonal. Season's greetings, and it's so nice, dude. They actually started rolling out a little bit early, like mid-August, and I was like, no! And I didn't want to see any of it because I wanted to wait. I wanted to wait until September 1st because then I could really activate my fall mode. And and it feels it's so good. It's so amazing to have that, the colors, that everything begin to, I don't know, come together. It feels like people just kind of slow down. Everyone's in such a rush to go do so many things, and everyone's butting heads. But when it's like fall, it just feels like the world's one big warm family. unless you live in a world of jerks and turds, then I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, there's not really fall music to play, but hey, it's fall, dude. It's fall, baby. Yeah, it feels so good. I don't know what to tell you. Somewhere along the line, it just like activated in my life. Like, dude, I love the fall. I love the fall now. It wasn't my always thing because usually that meant you have to go back to school. Maybe that was part of it. After you get out of school, I'm like, dude, the fall rocks, and I'm excited for it now. So. What else about the fall, dude? I've talked about this a couple times, but football, dude. Football, the food, the candies. I've been trying to eat well, but when I see those candies with those freaking beautiful packaging, webs and spiders and black cats and bats and more pumpkins and maybe even a gourd, I don't even know, but I just say, oh my gourdness, and I'm just so excited. I'm so excited, and I can't help myself from eating the candies, but it's that, you get the football. There's just so much. There's so much about fall. I can make a whole podcast about fall. And many jokes about falling. So maybe I will just say autumn. Dude, my pants are like too loose. Maybe I need to eat a little bit more of these like fall candies, because that's what I'm doing. We see my hands go down here. I'm just like freaking trying to hike them up, dude. And yeah, anyways, fall and football. That's a perfect segue. This is why I did these things, so I can track myself over and to segue into football. And the football, the preseason, dude, everything's been starting up. If you don't like football, learn to love it, because it's one of the best things in the freaking world. And we went to a preseason game, actually, as a family. And it was nice. It was nice to just get that football feeling. And not only since like COVID's kind of lighting up, the stadium is packed with people, that raw, powerful energy. It's like the modern day Coliseum, where we're like, kill, kill, kill. We don't like the Giants. We're like, we're the Browns. And granted, our name was not as intimidating as the Giants. Giants, I will defeat you. Browns. And then we're just a color. And we're like, frick. But it's really cool. It's a really good feeling to be back there in the stadium, the energy and there's something beautiful too about that. Like I was saying, not just the fall, but football in general. And that's part of the fall culture and the essence and the people and the spiritualness and the I don't know, the emotional crap. Is people just agree, like no matter who you are as a Browns fan, you might be a criminal, a turd, a jerk, you might not even like the fall. I have no idea what your bag is. Politics don't matter, anything else, people don't matter. Like, the world's so divided and they don't agree on a lot of things, but what we can agree on, what we can come together as freaking fans of the Cleveland Browns. I mean, you might not like the Cleveland Browns, but learn to love it. But any team, no matter what your team is, find your team, find your local area, find your freaking group, and it's got to be football. I mean, it doesn't actually, but I'm just for the sake of this purpose, what I'm saying. Find your team, dude. Find your NFL team and just group together. You might have nothing in common, but if you're both Browns fans, you could be best friends. And that's what's so amazing about football, dude. Because you can just sit there in this crowd of thousands and thousands of people that you don't even know, and you might not know how to approach them. Like, hey, salutations. And they'll be like, that was weird. But, hey, we could talk about the Browns. And it's just nice. It's just nice to, like, be able to talk about, just be able to, I don't know, it feels like one big family. It's just beautiful, man. It's a beautiful time. It's a beautiful place. The game was fun. We won. That was great. Just playing a lot of like backups and stuff like that. One of the fun things about it was that there was a guy behind me, and he brought his kid. Like, the beautifulness of football and whatever. I'm just saying a lot of beautiful things. That's kind of how I'm feeling, dude. Just calming and good. I'm feeling good. But anyways, this guy was behind me, and he brought his kid to his first football game. It's a preseason game, and he's talking to him. He's like, dude, when the Browns, everyone goes, doo, they go, hoo, hoo, and they start barking. He's like, stomp your feet, and then you do the O-H-I-O, and he's like, yeah, just get a part of this. And just kind of, it was like, wow, this is a very beautiful thing to be a part of. And then he was like giving him lessons, telling him what to do, and he was like talking about, I was like, dude, if you ran too far down the field, the cops would freaking tackle you, man. He was like trying to warn him. He's like, you shouldn't do that. And he's like, dude, you gotta be careful eating this food, because sometimes you might throw up on somebody. And the kid was like, nah, it's not gonna happen. He's like, dude, yes it does, because I've done it. One time I ate too much popcorn and a hot dog and a stick, and I threw up on some guy. Horrible. Don't do that. And the kid's like, what? That's disgusting. And then he's like, also, you gotta be careful. Don't throw stuff. But one time, just because I gotta tell you how much. So this is what he was actually talking about. He's like, how far do you think you could throw something if you got to throw something? Because you shouldn't throw stuff, but if you could throw something, do you think you could throw it all the way down to the field? Because it'd be pretty impressive. Do you think you could do that? And the kid was like, I don't know, maybe. He's like, well, probably not, because one time, you know how I like to throw stuff, so I was throwing stuff, and I mean, you shouldn't do that, but I threw something really, and I was mad, so you shouldn't do it even if you're mad, but it's kind of like an excuse, but I was really mad, and I like to throw stuff, you know that, but don't do that, and I threw it really far, and again, you shouldn't do that, but I threw it, and I almost made it hit some guy in the back of the head, but I felt really bad. I was angry, and it kind of excused it, but not completely. You shouldn't do that, but you know I love to throw stuff, and it was justified a little bit, but again, didn't even make it, so you probably couldn't either. But again, don't do that. And just giving these, he had a lot of lessons like these where he just kept talking to the guy. He's like, dude, you shouldn't do this, but I've done it a ton. It was awesome. So he just kind of these lessons, and it was funny. It was funny hearing this guy talk to his kid in this way, be a part of this game. And I wanted to turn around and talk to him, and I did I said a few things like talk to him behind me, and I didn't want to turn around. I didn't want to see his face, because I was like, this is going to ruin the magic. Like, this is some man behind the mirror, because I was listening to this guy for like 3 hours, right? You're watching this whole game. And it was funny. It was funny, and I was like a voice actor. Like, I didn't want to see the man behind the curtain. I didn't want to see the face. If his face wasn't going to match what I was picturing, then I didn't want any part of it, right? If he had like some sort of crazy hipster beard or something, or maybe he was, I don't even know, tucking his ears into his hat. No matter what the case is, I didn't want any part of it. I already had it in my mind what this guy looked like. I was like, wow, this is a good guy right here. And I wanted to just let him be. And I was like, it was a beautiful thing. And I always look back on that game never knowing what this guy looked like, unless he's listening to the show and he's writing into fullcircus.oops.com saying, you forgot to name me. And he's like, dude, well, if you are listening to this, come tell some more stories. What other trouble have you gotten into at the Browns game? But anyways, it was good. It was good. It was fun. It was a beautiful family moment. Speaking of preseason, dude, I was all the preseason games, actually the last few preseason games were going on, and I was staying at my brother's house, Carlton. He needed the dogs watched, and it was good. I was just watching football just like all weekend because I had nothing to do because I just stayed with these dogs. I was like, dude, let me just watch this football, and that was the last preseason games, dude. The last ones come in. It's kind of that feeling of the stuff is here. That's like when you hit September, the freaking first games of the year. Everything's coming together. And I'm excited. The Browns are taking on the Chiefs, dude. And this might not be your thing. You might not be like just fast forwarding through this, but you just want to, let me set the stage real quick. The Browns lost to the Chiefs in the playoffs, right? They're one of the best teams in the NFL, period. Super dangerous. We're playing them week 1, and we're ready. We're ready. We're coming to get them. And I hope that we're going to win. And not only do I hope, I'm going to say that we will. I really wish I would put this thing as orange. But we will win. We will win. I can tell you that right now for 100% fact that we will beat the Chiefs week 1. And if we don't, I will decline and deny that I ever said this and say that, hey, I just hope it's a close game. If it's not a close game, then I just say, hey, football. And I'll be crying. And we probably won't see a podcast that week. But anyways, I was at my brother's house. And I was watching his dogs, and his fiance's mom's cats. It's a bit convoluted, but just know, like, across the street there were some cats, and I also had to watch them. Which is not a usual part of my thing, right? They're like, hey, can you watch our pets? Can you watch our dogs? And I'm like, yeah, I can watch your dogs. I take care of some dogs. I can take care of some canines. And it's like, hey, by the way, can you also watch her pets? Her dog and her cats. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess so. Why not? I can take care of that. So I show up there, go let the dogs out, and then I stroll over there to go say, hey, these cats and these dogs, I got to take care of them too. There's a big, long list of instructions. I'm like, okay, this might be a little bit more complicated, but hey, I'm getting paid. It's just a couple of cats. What's the big deal? And so I'm reading through it, and I got this cat up here, I got this dog. And I'm like, okay, it's not that bad. We're gonna take care of this. Everything's gonna be okay. And I'm like, okay, now both the cats get 1 can. I'm like, both the cats? What do you mean both the cats? There's no cats plural. There's only 1 cat in front of me right here. I got him. Cats, and there's 2 names. They're Harry and Piper, I believe. Their names weren't important to me, so I don't remember them. But so I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh. 2 cats, and then through the bottom of the notes, like, okay, well, make sure you close the garage too when you're going through the garage, because sometimes they like to try and break out and sneak out on your way in. And I was like, okay, well, I think I would have noticed a cat crawling through like the freaking door past my leg. Feel like I would have, but on the off chance, I'm freaking out because now I only see one cat. So I'm scrambling through this house that I've never been to, that I have no business pilfering and plundering, and looking for stuff, trying to find this cat. And I was like, this is super awkward, but hello. But there's supposed to be a second cat somewhere. There's supposed to be a second freaking cat, and I can't find this freaking cat. Now, long story short, about 45 minutes go by, and I'm digging through all their laundry. Whoops. I'm digging through all this crap, and I find this cat just like sleeping underneath a slipper. I'm like, what? I was a bit mad, but also relieved. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. The first 5 seconds, I literally just got there, pull open a thing, like, hey, got these cats? Like, we watch your cats for the weekend? Dude, I got it. How hard could cats be? Oh, lost one of them. Sorry. I couldn't find this cat. I was beginning to freak out. My heart's racing. I'm digging through strangers' freaking drawers and whatever. Where's the cat at? Where's the cat? Is he outside? And I couldn't find him. But luckily, he was just a master. Freaking cats are hide-and-seek champions, dude. You cannot stop the cats. You can't beat the cats. The cats are undefeated in this game of hide-and-seek in what we call life. There's no way to get around that. So that was an experience in itself. And I guess the biggest thing I want to talk about here with this my little vacation here to Catopolis, to Pet City, was while I was in my fall mood, in my fall zone. I'm watching football. All the cats were in place. They were accounted for, and I was ready to just kind of relax. And I was feeling it. And you know what? Like I said, I was trying to eat a little bit better, but those little fall candies, right? That little fall snack opportunity of snacking, the little snacking, opportunity. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's what the point is. I ate a ton of crap, dude. They had a Walmart right by where they were living. And I was like, okay, well, it's fall. Preseason games are on. Everything's getting a little loosey-goosey. Salutations, greetings, season's greetings. And I was like, I gotta get some of this stuff to celebrate. So I'm walking past and I see some Reese's and there's some pumpkins. I see some other crap, some Kit Kats, pumpkins, bats, black cats, everything. All the things spooky, Halloween, and everything included in the fall. And I was like, I gotta have it all. I gotta get it. I gotta collect them. And I was destroyed. Okay, needless to say. When you have not had snacks, if you haven't been snacking hard, if you're not an often snacker, if you're not you don't snack often, you don't, partake in the sweet sugars and delightfulness of chocolate all the time, then you're probably not ready for it. So I was not ready for it. So I'm sitting there eating these I'm not eating these preseason games. I'm watching these preseason games. I'm eating all these snacks. And I'm eating all this crap. I'm eating it. I'm getting full. I'm like, oh, okay, let me just do a little dance, shake the food around, make some room for more, right? Because that's how you, if you want to eat more, you got to move a little bit. You got to let the food just kind of just clump together, that way you can open up with a little bit more. I'm like, my stomach's like this all the way up. I'm like so full, and I just kind of shake it and get all the pieces, and I got a little bit more room now. I'm like, okay, I can get, so I start plowing more. I'm waiting 30 minutes. I'm like, dude, I'm just waiting. I could go to sleep right now. I could go to sleep. It's like 2 a.m., but I was like, if I go to sleep, I'm going to miss out, because I've already waited 20 minutes. I'm so close to getting that next round of snacking, and I just keep snacking for hours and hours and hours. I'm so stuffed, and I die. No, but I had so much food in my stomach, the conglomerate, the freaking pit of just solid. And my stomach, I was like this. I was like, oh, I can't move. I can't breathe. I'm just going to lay down like this on the couch. I was paralyzed by snacking, and it was horrible. And I woke up the same way. It was 8 hours, 10 hours, however long it had been. I still couldn't move. I was like, holy crap, snack. And I couldn't eat the entire day because I was so full. Couldn't use the restroom. I was feeling so bad. And then I was sitting there, and finally, the day goes by. It's nighttime. The preseason games are coming back on. At least the fall mood's bringing me back down. I got a little bit of room in my stomach. I'm thinking, I'm not going to do it. That was literally hell. That was the worst feeling I've ever had in my life, and it was from eating too much. I felt so sick, but those dang preseason games were on. The freaking fall weather was a-shining, and then those snacks with the fall decor were staring me right in the face, and I said, yes! And I grabbed him, and I shoved him down my throat, and I almost felt so good and so alive, and then I died again, paralyzed, and this went on for 4 days. 4 days after even when I came back home from watching them every single day and night, I'm waking up paralyzed, but there's like an hour sometime late in the day when the football is on, the snacks are right in front of me. I said, yes, one more time. Why not? And I went back down the same hole, ate the same crap, and it was horrible. It was horrible, man. So I came home. I was like, all right, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. We're just going to finish off the Sunday. We'll restart Monday. We'll get right back into it. It's 1 more hour. The preseason games are on. The decor is right in front of my face. And I had to. I felt like I had to. And this time I didn't eat myself to the point of like death. I was like, okay, because of the other 3 times, you should never make the same mistake 4 times, but that's why we have an email, fullcircus.oops.com, mistakes. So I ate all this crap, and I was like, we're just gonna be careful. We're gonna bring us up to like 90% full tank, just to make sure we don't get sick this time. So I eat up to 90%, as far as I could push the threshold at 90%. And I say, that's enough. I'm gonna go to sleep now. And this time, I wake up every single hour, tossing and turning. My stomach is so full. It does not know how to handle whatever. I don't know if there was like some sort of chemical reaction in everything that I did inside here. But it was bubbling. It was getting bigger. It's like I was eating in my sleep or something. Like, I don't know if I walked up in the middle of the night and just started drinking milk and cookies, and I saw some more fall decor. I was like, mine. And I woke up every single hour feeling more full than the last. I'm like, holy crap. And then it was like noon. By the time I really woke up, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I'm going to survive. I felt like I was going to throw up. I felt so sick. I was just like, I'm just like sweating. My back, everything is horrible. I felt like I was going to throw up. And it was the worst. And it's kind of speaks to how messed up though the world might be. There's like starving kids in Africa, and I'm over here eating myself. I'm over here eating so much that I can't even go to work. I'm taking a day off of work because I overate. There are people starving. Okay, there's so much food in the world, but I mean go send some more over to wherever they need it. But it just kind of made me feel even worse because I was sitting there, I was like, dang, these people are dying. Have all this, dude. I'd never want to eat again. Like I'm literally paralyzed from my own stupidness of consuming so much food. We've got so much food here. Where's all the food going? But I don't know. It's kind of sad when you think about it. I mean, I got a pizza on my freaking shirt, for crying out loud. The body wash I just used in my shower was a yogurt body wash. Food is just what America thrives on. And I eat so much that I got to take a day off of work because I freaking packed with food. But anyways, point was I was so sick. It was a bad mistake. And I was like, dude, I gotta throw up. And I just texted my mom. I was like, is the bathroom open upstairs? I gotta throw up really bad. And she's like, yeah, but it's open. But you shouldn't come down here, because she thought I was like actually sick. I was like, no, I need to throw up. Can I go up there? And I could have used the downstairs bathroom, but when you're sick, I don't know. It doesn't really make a sense. Like I wanted to throw up, but I didn't want something like disgusting. Like, can I just get like a cleaner toilet bowl to shove my face in? And I was like, can I go upstairs? She's like, no, stay down there. You want to stay down there? I'm like trying to get up there, and she didn't want me to be up there. She's like, no, sit down. I'm like, open the door. Like, Mom, can I come up? Like shoving me down. He's like, no, stay down there. Go throw up in the downstairs bathroom, peasant. Stay down in the trash until you feel better. Then you can come upstairs and use my bathroom. And no, she didn't. She just thought I was sick, and she's like, okay, just want to make sure. And she was confused because then I told everything. She's like, you did? I was like, yeah, I did. I ate 4 times in a row, overate, stuffed myself to the point of crying. And she's like, again? What do you did it again? 4 times? Again? Freaking again? Why did you do it again? And she was in, and I didn't deserve to throw up in her bathroom, honestly. So yeah, happy fall. So that's kind of what I've been up to. Let's see if I have any other things I wanted to talk about. No, I guess not. I guess that's everything. I should have an hour. I feel this was kind of all over the place. I had like notes. I was trying to segue them properly. But hey, salutations. As far as greetings, dude, I also need a nice sign off. Like a lot of people say see you later. A lot of people say later, dude. A lot of people will just say bye or goodbye or I'm out. I need a good flavor. I need a good thing where I'm like that, where I'll just say, hey, peace, because that's what I say a lot of times. I just say peace, but peace has been around for a long time. So I'm thinking maybe I'll just say good morning or welcome or hey. I mean, I gotta say something to throw them off. Just say good night. Oh, or Sometimes it's nighttime. It just doesn't work. I think good morning is always an approaching a nice thing. I think he's onto something, but I'm gonna flip it around and make it my own. Is it theft? Not completely. I'll just say, hey, all right, guys, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the show. I love you so much. See you in the next episode. Good morning.